Tonight we are doing something different. We are not cooking from our World of Warcraft book. Well, I am in the middle, but it's a bun. We're doing Nat's What I Reckon the Footloaf. And I have written down all the instructions that he went through because I don't want to mess it up. First, milk, breadcrumbs. I had to write down all the steps because I normally read it from a cookbook. Let's just do it into this. A little bit more because I undermeasured. Oh crap. Just blew breadcrumbs in my face. I'm gonna be honest, when I watched the video, his looked a bit more wet. Mine are like a soggy mess or paste. Maybe add a bit more milk. I better make sure I counted that right. 2 to 3 cups of breadcrumbs. 2. But mine's not wet. Mine's like packed clay. His didn't look like this many in the... We're just going to go with that. We'll just have a look at it when we mix it together because it looks a bit... Did I do it wrong? Oh. That was fixed. That looks a little better, actually. There we go. That looks right now. It did not look right there. Just 1 cup. Okay, and then we put this aside. I hope that does not, for future, tell how this is going to go. Okay, diced onion, already diced for me. And garlic, already diced. Let's see. Okay, we get to cook something. Put my oil in a nice squeezy bottle. This will be interesting because we can't use the oven. We have to use the air fryer to bake. But our ninja hasn't let us down yet, so we're going with it. Stove don't work either, so we got a hot plate. I guess we'll just wait. We've got a sizzle. part. Well, put it all in. Oh, now it's messing with my eye. Huh? Oh, yeah. So this will be shaped as a foot. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get it out of the air fryer still shaped like a foot. I'm gonna give it a go. We don't cook these all the way, and just till it's soft. Well, everything is burning my eyes. I'm gonna turn that down because I had it up really high. All the breadcrumbs look like paste. Right here, they look like paste. Oh, yeah. Everything. I almost forgot the carrot. It's getting everywhere. Oh, I already turned that down. All this crappy thing. That's a $5 one from Kohl's. It's crap. We just let that cook for a minute. Yeah, the top of the grater keeps coming off. Still better than the little handheld plastic one I got though. That one's terrible. Okay, I'm gonna need a bowl for this. I got hiccups from something. I'm gonna assume that this is done. Onions are translucent. Whatever's not cooked will cook in the meatloaf. I think. I'm like making a massive mess. Okay, let's go back to my instructions. Push that in. Let it cool. We'll let it cool. Sauce. Now we're on to the sauce. Picked out these nice, lovely tomatoes. See what our instructions say first. Okay. Now we're supposed to pick out all those lovely seeds or something, it says. Yes, it does say take out the seeds. Tomatoes smell good. Well, I can see this is not going to go as I expected. To be honest, the whole tomato is a seed. I did, and look what happened. It's like a massive seed in there.
Squeeze it.
I won't.
You didn't know the ball.
I do.
So you're gonna cook your onion with garlic cloves? Smells good. What's that?
This is extremely messy.
It's brandy.
I can't squeeze that.
Use two hands.
Well, might as well use it all and not waste it. This will be my first time making a sauce. And just put it out of a jar. There seems to be a heap of insides on these things. No, then I can't get them out. It's only that middle bit that's a pain in the butt. Ooh, that one came out easy. He probably has man hand strength. Well, I'll be honest, I'll probably never buy these tomatoes again because I didn't realize how many seeds were on the inside. The ones I usually get don't got much in there. But I had to get the fancy looking ones. Just cut out the center of that baby. It was hard. It's like the easiest one to squeeze every single time. It's gonna be a disaster if that opens up on the side there and gets me. It's like peeling potatoes all over again. Okay, well, that made a mess. Guess I won't use those. Strain that. Okay. Got this cute little strainer here. Baby spoons. Wait. No, I'm just looking. It says put seeds. We'll just do it. Oops. Crap, now it's everywhere, so I guess it doesn't matter. Figure if I'm gonna pour it out of this bowl anyway, it doesn't hurt going in there. Should have used a bigger strainer. This one's kind of small. Just let it sit there for a while. That's not a bad idea. Got tomato juice everywhere. You'll have to excuse me a moment. Because I spilled it everywhere. On my instructions. All over the counter. That does not seem to be straining as fast as I'd like. What we got to do next? Put the pan on with oil, add the chopped onion and the other garlic. Then add half a cup of red wine into the pan. Where's the red wine at? Yes, it is. I got the cheap crap at the store. Oh, I can't get it open. I will in a minute. I need somebody to come open my bottle. Thanks, Muscles. I think I got enough that time. Let that get hot before I go shoving it in there. Just scrape it. It's getting kind of frothy. That's not hot. Okay, so we just gotta add the garlic and the onion and the red wine. Huh? Yes, that's what it says. Yes. Oh shit, that wasn't hot enough. I don't know what that was. There, it's hot now. After it soaked up half that oil, as we all know it did. I don't know what that was either. It's like a leaf or something. Burning my eyes a bit. Turn that up a bit. Okay. So we'll just add some red wine. I was told not to add the whole bottle. Cover the bottle. Oh, that stinks. I don't like red wine. It smells like rotten grapes. Yeah, it's on. It's up high. And then what do we add? Basil leaves, chicken stock, tomatoes plus juice, and tomato paste. I forgot tomato paste at the store, but I don't think we need it because my tomatoes are ripe. Okay. Basil leaves, chicken stock, and okay. I know. That is not basil. Just gonna pull off my little leaves because it's the right thing to do. It said it's about a handful. They were washed, so now they're sticking to everything. Bought a basil plant at the store. It's behind me. It looks fancy on the counter. Okay. That looks good. Stinks. Stinks like booze. It has turned a nice shade of purple, so we're going with that. 1,000. I'd used red wine in something I cooked a few weeks ago, and the alcohol didn't all cook off, and the whole thing tasted like red wine. It's gross. Might have put a little bit too much red wine in, so that's all right. Huh? I can. We're just gonna let it cook off a bit. Chicken stock. How much is this? Pretty sure it's 2 cups. 2 cups. You ever thought every time you open this, it opens the thing? So how would you ever know if it was sealed before? Okay, we add our basil leaves, our tomatoes, our chicken stock. Right now it just looks like purple soup. Pretty sure that I was not supposed to cut those up smaller. They are exactly what they should be. Okay, so that's that. So let's move that back here. Or I'll just leave it there to cover it. Should I have it on low now? Oh, I've got a mess. Hold on a second. I'm just gonna throw in dishwasher. Oh wait, doesn't. I forgot something, but I'll just toss them in, and they should be sauce, chilies, brown sugar, chilies. I'll do the brown sugar later. Okay. Now, I need a bigger bowl. So I've got these little sausages for my toes. We're gonna say that he has frostbite because chicken sausages was what I had. I've actually started to cook something with the paper still on there before, so we know to take that off now. Okay, we've got the beef, the onion, carrot, and garlic. You're all right. I'll do it. 2 whole eggs. I do not have that fancy egg cracker that you did. That would be really handy. One or 2 tablespoons of Dijon mustard. I almost thought that wasn't going to fit inside there. Well, it said 1 or 2. We're going to go with 1 heaping. Well, something just got in my eye, made my eye start watering. Chopped parsley. Stemmies. Looks a bit like stems. I don't know if the stems are supposed to be in there. I'm going to assume no. There's a couple bigger pieces. We're going to pretend like we don't see those. time. Well, that's just shit. Oh. Having a hell of a time getting these off here, I'm gonna be honest. I actually don't know how much I was supposed to add. I'll just add a little bit more. Why waste it? I'm tired fighting that anyway. We're gonna go with that. Our breadcrumbs. It's a nice paste. Looks lovely. Now we gotta get our hands dirty. Fine. Not doing anything. I'm just sitting there. Yeah. I will. They're cooking me. Oops. Well, it's nicely mixed together. We said we weren't supposed to smash it, just let them all be friends. Let's see. Now the hard part. Let me just clean up a minute. So, we'll be doing this baby on a piece of baking paper. It actually looks like a big pile of meat, but I don't know if I measured correctly. Let me just get this stirred. Huh? It's cooking.
I use less of the mixture to get the
I
cooking.
was just thinking the same thing.
And I'll that side as well.
Yeah, because it looks like it might be too big to fit in my air fryer. Okay, we are going to first cut my toes. Let me just pop this on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That one's small. I have no answer for that. We're making our toes that long so I can stuff them inside there. Okay, let's see here. So since we're going like this, we'll shape it like this. I'm only going to use half of the mixture because I'm doing it in the air fryer and I don't think the air fryer can take it. And because it's a pretty big thing here. That's not a good piece. That toe looks like it has a band-aid on it. Look at that. Looks like someone's has a meaty foot. Now comes the interesting part. How to get that baby in the air fryer. Yes, it does have frostbite. Or it has on one of those weird socks that cover your foot except for your toes. Close up of how beautiful it looks. So just want to pop this over a bit so that way maybe it'll leak away. Okay. Check it at 30 minutes because it's smaller. And then I gotta clean up my mess real fast and do something. Get water everywhere. Did I forget anything? I did. that'll fit inside this little thing. I think I'm overestimating myself, but I am going to try to fit it inside this little container. Just because so later I'll make a baby meatloaf. So many dishes over there. That does not fit. Well, it kind of fits. Well, things are getting softer. I believe that's what it's supposed to be doing. I'm just going to do these dishes because I can't do anything else until they're gone. I was thinking maybe I should start a stream where people just watch you do dishes. Let's be honest. Somehow I dirtied like 8 bowls in that process, so. Now, while we wait, tomorrow I'm going to be making, where's it at? Tomorrow I'm going to be making these dark pit mushroom burgers from the World of Warcraft book. But in order to do that, I've got to make the nutty brew buns to go with it. And they take hours. So I'm just going to whip up the little batch while I wait for these two things to continue to cook. I can't do that fancy thing where I just go and it shows up. So, killing time. Let's see. Let's see. This is what I mean. I follow the instructions because it tells us how to do everything step by step, and you can't go wrong with that. One cup of walnuts. I'm gonna need to chop those up. Sesame seeds and beer. That would explain why they're called nutty brew buns. They're gonna taste like walnuts. My little food processor has taken a crap, so we won't be using that. We'll just have to chop it up finely ourselves. To be honest, I've got quite good at chopping up walnuts because we've had them for a few recipes now. Something is making my nose and eyes water. Well, normally I'd complain that it's taking me forever, but what else do I have to do? You know, maybe I should have put them in a bag and bashed them. Something's making my eyes water. Walnuts. We are chopping walnuts. They're for our nutty brew buns tomorrow when we make our dark mushroom burgers. I'm gonna go with this is pretty good. Don't see any big pieces, so I think we're gonna call this good for our buns. And if anybody gets a chunky walnut, well, that's life. Okay. Okay, we add the walnuts in the water. Thank goodness those are for the same thing, because the flour just got walnuts in it. Okay, half a cup of warm water. Measuring cup. We add 2 tablespoons of dried yeast. Eyes watering. I'm pretty sure it's from the onions. Huh? Yeah, that's what's making my eyes water. Not sure why I added 2 of those, but it says 2. Seems like a lot. Brown sugar, 1/4 cup. Where's my rest? Beer. Nothing like half a cup of beer in your bread. Just to let it stand until the yeast starts to bubble. How would you know the difference when you just put in beer? We're good. Tablespoons of butter. Oh. All the onions messing with my face. Eggs divided. Oh, I've got red wine everywhere over there. Hmm? No, it's only been in the room. She looks good. She looks good. She does. Crap, I opened this all wrong. Oh, bugger. It says we're setting that aside for later. I'm not very happy. Everything feels a bit messy. What does it say? Okay. Now it looks like a kid made a mess. Oh, crap. Now we just slowly add the flour, right? Wait. We almost forgot something. Teaspoon of salt. We're gonna mix this up. Then we'll blend that. Should be done by then. We're soft enough. I added 4 cups of flour. Curious? No, I added 3.5. It said 3.5 to 4. We start with 3.5. You have to let this rise for an hour, then shape it, then let it rise for another hour, and then we cook it for 18 minutes. It kind of looks like the breadcrumbs in the milk. It's the same color. And I'm going to assume that is from the beer. Just going to smash it. Oh, I was wondering what that was. There's nuts in it. That's why. I was getting crunchies. Oh, it's gonna be crunchy, nutty bread. Let me just check on my thing. Just put it on for the full amount, just about. Our bread is looking very nice. I should have chopped up those walnuts a little bit more. She looks good. She's a nice ball. I'm gonna let that baby sit. Can't make it until your sauce is done. Okay, got a mess again. Let's just cover that bread and set it away for later adventures. Let's wipe this all up because it's very messy over here. Cover this up, and that's for later. Just gonna give this a zap. It's flashing me and it's hot. Ow. see what we're dealing with. Little chilies that we have put in there are, we do need that brown sugar in there, that's for sure. It like disappeared in the wall. Just gonna put this on the back burner so I can make a glaze. Okay, for the glaze, it says 2 ladles of sauce, some mushy sauce, 2 or 3 tablespoons of brown sugar, and a splash of balsamic vinegar. Oh, this is so dirty. seem as well blended. It's a bit chunky. That's all right though. I'm not going to taste that yet. I'm going to let that cook for a second. I'm just waiting on this to go over the top of it. It's actually pretty good. We have covered. We have covered. So we're just going to let that cook for a minute. I'll clean up, and by the time I'm done, we should be done. Yes. It screams at you when you take things away from it. It's annoying. Clean up this atrocious mess I have going on. Yeah.
Oh, you have? Does it look good?
Yeah, it does look good.
I didn't say that. We'll just see what Joyce says.
Now I'm just going to clean up a little bit because I've got a massive mess. Yeah, I know. Let me answer that. You coming, Maggie? I tell you, I've never really made a meatloaf before that looks so nice. Mine normally is very brown and it's in a loaf pan, and I don't add half that stuff that was added to it. So I've learned something new. What am I going to put that baby on? You're not getting it. I'll find something to do. Yeah. Maybe. You don't need none of that. That's for my sauce. Let's get this taste. That's spicy. To be honest, I added quite a few chilies to it. It's enough to make my nose run and eyes water. Simmer for a while. I'll just give it the last 4 minutes. I can't tell what's inside of it. Yes, Navarro. It's true. I'm not sure what my sauce needs. I think it just needs to cook for a bit, but it's pretty spicy. Huh? You want? I can't because the burner's on. For a while longer. I took a bite of that. I just added too many peppers because it's making my nose run like. Nah, just get spicy and all. Sauce tastes alright. It's just a bit spicy. Well, it looks good. No. To be honest, I'm very worried. We're supposed to add some sauce to that. Back up. Just making sure it'll fit. Oh, we almost lost a toe. Well, we'll get that. So, here is our. Your head's in the way of the camera. Huh? Oh, yeah, we gotta make our toes. I already did that.
Cheese.
I will do that. One, two, three. Couldn't find any baby leaves. So it's gonna be like massive. Oh, 50 toes. Hello. There we go. Huh? Oh, yep. So here you go. Now we made our foot loaf. I almost forgot what it's called for a second. Got distracted. It looks smaller than yours was, but it smells good. I think we did good. Here you go, Nat. Here's your foot loaf. Because my leaves are so big for the toes, you can hardly see that there's toes underneath there. I'll cut a piece off. Now we're gonna cut it open and see if it looks like it's supposed to on the inside. Thank you for coming. Thanks, Kaz. Thanks, user 202.